Just give me a second. Hi Nick, hi Vaishali, Tanushka, Varun, Vanilla, Nandini, Abir, Soumya, Kinjal. We will take a quick roll call. Palak, if you have the list, let's do a roll.
Yeah, I'll start the roll call.
Yes, please.
Soumya.
Are you guys, are they present or?
Guys, please turn on your cameras.
Okay, is Soumya here? I can see Soumya, but she's not saying anything. Soumya, you here? These are Zoom lectures all over again. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Who's next?
Nandini.
Nandini. Yes.
Vanilla. She's here, but
I'm present.
Arya.
Can't see Arya here.
Right. Varun.
Yeah, I'm present.
Soham.
Yeah, I'm here.
Nick. Vaishali. Yeah. Abhi.
Present.
Tanushka.
Present.
Okay, I think everybody's done.
Okay, and how many are missing? Arya is missing. Soumya is here, but she is not here.
Yeah, and yeah, Kinjal is also here.
Kinjal is also here. Tanishka, is she present? Did she answer the roll call?
She didn't answer the roll call.
Okay, so we will wait for Soumya. Maybe send them a private chat on Zoom only and ask them.
Right.
All right, guys. I hope you've read the pointers. They allotted you. I've allotted you according. Palak, there's only one concern I have here, that there's nobody in MLA, and that's not really their fault, because people who don't understand Marathi, it's unfair to kind of tell them to go and sit there, because it's an additional you need to know to be a press member, and maybe we should have attracted, like, the marketing should have been as such, separate for the MLA, looking for people who want to, like, report in Marathi. But you need to talk to the secretariat, ask them what do we need to do about this, if they require a report, and if they do, how are we going to do it? Because I mean, I can understand Marathi, but I'm not very fluent. My Marathi teacher would disagree that I can write a full-blown article on Marathi. So I think we need to kind of figure that out. Maybe talk to the secretariat and see what can be there.
Okay.
And for the guys and for the people who are allotted already to Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, good luck. I hope all of you have read the guides, or at least skimmed through it and know what the agenda is all about. And any doubts before we move forward? Anything that you needed to clarify before we go ahead? Okay, all of you well prepared, at least for the start. And So I've given you the pointers that you need to kind of note down. Ensure that you have a notebook around you. You are taking notes. I would also now this is really on you, but I would refrain from dropping from the sessions and then exchanging notes with other people. I mean, you can do that, but it's a little unfair in that sense. Like if somebody's sitting in the committee and you guys are you guys are dropping off, so that ensure that you are there in the committee, and if you're not, then just then you missed those points, then just cover up with whatever you have. And maybe you can ask the executive board of and if they oblige and ask you that or tell you of what things are what things happened, then that's great, but refrain from trying to exchange notes amongst each other, because it's not really a little fair in terms of people who are giving their time to the committee and to sitting in the committee for a while. So yeah, refrain from exchanging notes. I will not enforce anything, but I'll tell you to refrain. And if you want to exchange notes, you're free to do so, but it'll just if you are looking at it from a competitive standpoint, it will kind of um, uh, dampen your your chances. So that's that. I will talk about the evaluation tomorrow. Today, the sooner, every time you feel there is nothing substantial happening in the committee, feel free to come back to the press room, chill here. Don't have to start writing on the report, just come here to chill. Or if you want to start writing on your report, you can start doing that as well. For people who are trying to do this for the very first time, nailing down your start is extremely important, because you need to find a hook is the most important part of any article. If you're able to hook the audience in the start, then you will be able to engage them throughout. So try and start thinking about the start of how you want to start the article, and you already have information about what the agenda is, so you need to that what are the important pieces of information that will be discussed in committee. So keep that in mind. Think about the hook, because the hook is important, and think about start once, like a significant part of the committee is start drawing a basic guide or basic rough sketch of how you want your article to look like. It doesn't have to be words, it just needs to be, okay, this is what I'm going to talk about in the start, this is what I'm going to talk about in the middle, and this is how I'm going to end. You need to start strong and end strong as well, because both of them are extremely essential when you're writing art, which people are supposed to read. And especially in this age of limited attention span, you guys need to know how to captivate people with your words. So the sooner you come here, the more time you get with me, and I can kind of help you with the start or things like that if you have starting trouble. uh, Now I'm not going to give you everything. I won't spoon feed you, but I'll give you direction, because if I spoon feed you, then you will stop trying to get out of your comfort zone, which is not what I'm here to do. So yeah, good luck. Hope all of you have come today only with the only with the right from day one. Today is very chill. Today is just getting to test the waters, and tomorrow we can get a little more competitive. And I will, and if anybody again wants to volunteer for MLA, if anybody understands Marathi, that is, or it's their native language, you can go ahead. If not, it's completely fine. We'll talk to the secretariat and figure that out. Um, we'll have two newsletters, and the newsletter is called Satta, and it'll be Satta 3.0, because yeah, so Satta 1.1 was 2 years ago, 2 was last year, and this is Satta 3.0. And I will try and accommodate all your articles, but so if it gets kind of repetitive because it's only Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, we need to kind of figure which articles go up, which don't. And okay, now we'll also talk about op-eds. And if any of you want op-eds or any of you have objections against op-eds. Anybody who has objections against op-eds, like you don't want op-eds to happen because you feel they're unfair, especially because maybe you are new to this and you want to be judged fairly. Please be open. You can just DM me if you don't want to say it out loud. I will completely understand, and I will not disclose your name. But yes, anybody who has objection to op-eds can DM me in the next 2-3 minutes, and then we can go further and discuss about whether we want to do it or not. If you want, shut your camera so that people don't know that you're typing. I mean, you can do that as well. So anybody who has objection to op-eds, do let me know, or you can just and I shall check. Um, okay. The secretariat is telling me that for MLA, the reporter can ask translation from the deputy speaker at the MLA. We'll need a report for the MLA in the newsletter. But that's not really fair because that just means, anybody who understands Marathi or is Maharashtrian here, anybody?
I understand Marathi, but that's like a very basic stuff. I mean, very basic.
Okay. That's
Same,
because
I
we,
understand it, but not enough to compile a report out of whatever's being said.
that's what I'll talk to them and I'll get back to you on that. Yes. Anybody who has objections against op-eds? I haven't gotten any. Okay. Okay. Maybe I've gotten one. So we shall not continue with op-eds. It'll be purely articles, and which is fair. Let's do summary articles, and we'll try and incorporate all of them. For MLA, what we can kind of do is, let me think about what we can do for MLA. Regardless, all of you, best of luck. Again, if there are any doubts you want to clarify right now, please do. And everybody has to use Google Docs. Okay, all of you use Google Docs and share your document with me so that it becomes easier to collaborate. Please don't use Microsoft Word. It gets extremely difficult to kind of collaborate or understand what you guys are doing. I want to leave comments for your first drafts, so it's much easier if you're sharing your Google Doc with me. Anybody who's not used Google Docs before? Anybody? Does everybody understand how to use Google Docs? Great. I shall put in my email ID here. You can share the document with me and add me as a commenter, not as an editor, so that I can comment and do that. So yes, you can start creating a document right away and share it with me, and I will track the progress. Don't worry, I will not grade it or do anything, or unless you tell me, hey, this is my final draft and this is what I want you to grade. Until then, I will not make any judgments. I will be very objective like that. Can you please share it on WhatsApp? I will definitely share that. Yes, Vaishali, I'll do that. Apart from that, any doubts, anything? Font size has everything is given on in the guide. I hope you guys have read that. And catchy titles. Try and get catchy titles for your articles. People keep the title for the very last and then don't put a lot of attention to it. But I would recommend that you guys think about titles. Doesn't have to be extremely dramatic or anything, just enough to engage or captivate the audience. Uh, but if drama is your thing, go right ahead. I won't judge you. It's fine. Like sometimes drama is good, especially when it comes to the news, since that's what sells. But yes, anything else that you guys have doubts on or what you need to do? I think I've clarified most of it on the group. So anything that you guys need? All right, good luck, guys. I am very excited to see your articles, very excited to see what you guys do. You guys can move to your respective committees if they've started. If not, you can stay here for a while, chill, and then go to your committees and use press room to chill whenever, talk to people here. And mostly, okay, mostly you can, talk about anything but exchanging notes. uh, or because I'm reiterating this because most of you are either in one or the other committee, either it's Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. So try and refrain from doing that. Anybody who has to drop off between for lectures or anything like that, anybody who has restrictions there, so let me know in the start only. All of our
Uh, I might have to drop out like for 10 minutes at around like for 10-15 minutes around 11:30, I think.
okay. So can you put that on the group
Yeah.
so that I can keep track? Yes, yes, Vaishali.
Uh, it's Nandini.
I
And
also have
okay.
an important lecture at 5. So,
Lecture at 5. Okay, noted. Yes, Vaishali.
I will have to drop out at 11:30ish because I have a test.
Nandini, is this you? Okay,
Yes, it's
okay,
me.
okay. At what time?
11:30ish around
Okay,
11.
please, everyone who has to drop off for a while, put it on the group so that I can keep track and uh, for that. Vaishali, you raised your hand. Do you want to say something?
yes, I actually have classes going on too. And I also have an important lecture at 5 that I might not be able to miss.
Okay,
So,
okay. See, I hope by 5:15 you don't have to sit in committees and you started working on your reports, because I'm expecting kind of the first draft by 5:15. So don't wait until the very end to start your article. Wherever you feel you can start, just start doing it. And as I said, acknowledge the fact that your first draft is going to be terrible, and just get on with it so that we can, kind of move ahead and make a better second draft, third draft, fourth draft. And Also try and use Grammarly for your basic grammar and structure. Put it grammarly.com, just put your article there, see if there are small spelling issues or grammar issues, and so that I don't have to correct that. Like when you're submitting a first draft, all the grammar is corrected for day one and day two, because grammar is something I will not pay a lot of attention to when it comes to correcting it. Like that's something you guys need to cover as people who are writing. So you can cover it easily with internet tools. Use Grammarly, correct your things, and this is a habit you can make for all the writings that you do. Like run it through Grammarly so that small issues get rectified there. It's free. You can just go to grammarly.com, put your article, and it'll scan it for errors. So do that for your first draft, second draft, and all the final one as well. So that's all from my side. Good luck, guys. You guys can go to your committees, and or you can stay here if your committees haven't started yet. All right. Okay. See you guys.
I just had one doubt.
Yes, Abir.
Right. So with respect to Lok Sabha, there is a lot of dramatic flair when it comes to the question hour and the 0 hour.
Okay.
So do we have the permission to cover that or no, right? I mean, I just wanted to confirm this. ठीक है, fair, fair. So we have to just concern ourselves with the legislative business.
Absolutely.
ठीक है, fair. Okay.
Okay. So one more rule of thumb: since you're journalists, you will be only covering things that are on record, because that's essentially where the press comes in, right? You come in when things are on record. You can't question us, and all of these are not on record. So things that people want, you guys to quote them on, those are the only things that you can cover. So ensure that you're only covering the formal sessions or proceedings. Like don't go on and ask somebody and take an unofficial quote or something. I mean, that would happen in real life, but we are not currently doing that. So yeah.
So our work is going to start from 2 p.m. basically.
Yeah, essentially. For people who don't understand that, it's basically like there is the first day is usually, it there's a lot of introduction, there is this and that. So the committee doesn't really catch pace until the second half. So yeah, that's that. Guys, please don't share your links with me, Google Docs link with me. I will share my email, and you can just share that with me on my email. So I'll put it on the group. But yeah, I have to drop off for like a while, but you guys can go to your committees or stay in the press room. If there is anything that you need from me, just text me on the group. I will be available. Palak, I'm sure you can handle it. And if there is anything, just let me know. I'll come back right in. Okay. All the best, guys. If there's anything, do let me know. I'll catch you around in some time. Bye bye.